are you doing today? Today, what I want to talk about is your dark feminine. Yes, the good, the bad, the ugly of your dark feminine and how it actually can really empower you. You know what? I don't even know if I was live yet. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Hey, this is Anathea, your divine feminine educator. How are you doing today? What I want to talk about in this video is your dark feminine, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the part that's going to actually empower you. It's so important. All right, so I want to ask you, because the dark feminine has a little bit of a twist to it here. I wrote an article a while back and it was about the dark feminine and the different aspects of the dark feminine. Someone made a comment and it really it's like I always avoided that article, but that article is being shown quite a bit by Google. So it made me think a lot about the dark feminine and what it really means. So I want to talk to you about the unconscious part of the dark feminine and then the empowered part of the dark feminine and why the heck is the power of the dark feminine. Hey, thanks for being here. Please make a comment and let me know where you're from so that I know who's here. It's so hard for me to see that. Thanks for being here today. I'm talking about the dark feminine, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how it actually can empower you. Because we've been snowballed, ladies, and I want to help you claim your dark feminine and really feel the power of it. Okay, I'll explain that as we move through this live. Okay, please make a comment. I'd love to know who's here. So glad you're here today. So, why do you do the things that you, hey Cindy, thanks for being here from Orlando. Awesome. The thing I want to tell everyone, it took a lot for me to bring this live to you today. I have no electricity, I have no water, I have no internet. I'm in California and the sky is filled with smoke. The other day I woke up in the morning, big wind, just had to feel the fear, of not feeling safe. And I felt it. That is the power of the dark feminine. I wasn't up in my head making all stories. I just laid in bed, put my hands on my body, and I just felt this real deep Kundalini energy moving through me. And I gave it my love and I gave it my compassion. So it's a real spiritual journey when you can step into and hold space for and bring awareness to your dark feminine. That's actually how you empower you. It's really amazing. So I hope you really enjoy the live and what I plan to discuss with you today about your dark side, about the dark feminine. All right, because it's both good and bad, and I'm going to tell you why it's even been considered bad, because the dark feminine, the true dark feminine is not dark. It's light. That's why life is so confusing right now, right? Anyway, I'm at my honey man's house, and therefore I do have light, I do have internet, and I do have electricity. But let me ask you, why do you do the things that you do? What motivates you? Now, in traditional form, thank you for being here. I'm talking about the dark feminine, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how you can actually find the light side of the dark and why it's also twisted around. So stay tuned here. So what is the dark feminine? Well, let's just say right off the bat, though it's going to switch. The dark feminine is the less desirable personality traits that you have. Those traits that are kind of easier for you to ignore, not tend to, pretend like they don't exist, right? And when things like that happen, you just kind of like look the other way. Oh my God, I can't believe I behaved that way. Well, let's continue. I want you to know everybody has a dark side. And the dark side is your unconscious side. Okay, it's the part of you that you have not brought light to or awareness to. But when you do, there's much power there. But I want to ask you and think about it. How have those personality traits, those dark parts of you, affected your relationships? And probably, yes, in a not so positive way. So it's really also called the shadow side of yourself. It's the part that you just really aren't really willing to look at. But when you do look at them, It will empower you. But let me give you some examples of actual dark feminine energy expression. So it's using sex to control another. It's being clingy to somebody and needy, right? Not in your own power, lacking confidence. It's also being over emotional. It's being a drama queen, manipulating others instead of speaking your truth, passive aggressive behavior, or having sex with someone that does not turn you on, or maybe even repulses you. That is not good. And the other one is faking orgasm. So I want to talk about 3 different ones. I'm going to go into the drama queen. I'm going to go into not honoring your sexuality and faking orgasms. So a drama queen. Have you been a drama queen? Are you a drama queen? Have you been a drama queen in the past? I have. You know what a drama queen is? A drama queen is really a woman that is not connected to her emotions. She doesn't have any emotional mastery. And let me tell you, that's one of the biggest powers that you have as a woman are your emotions. It's energy and emotion. It's energy in motion. Emotions are energy and energy in motion. And that is your vitality. But they're dark emotions. And so you just repress them, and then they'll come out sideways in what I call the 3Ds: disease, drama, and depression. But you see, the drama queen ends up being a big tornado and then leaves a mess in her wake. And you don't want to do that. You want to know, you want to tend to those darker emotions. You want to learn how to understand what's underneath them and hold them in your compassion and love. And that way, you'll enhance your relationships. So let me give you some typical common situations of drama queens so that you can really recognize it. You can't let go of a conflict situation, so you keep on digging it up and digging it up, and you're in that cycle of digging it up and causing drama. But there's no real solution, and you haven't come to your center, and you haven't come to a place of empowerment of really what you understand in this conflict. And you can't speak clearly about it, but you rehash it and bring it up and create more havoc instead of solution or boundaries or clarity. That's a drama queen. You create conflict because you're bored. So you've been programmed into this dysfunctional way of relating that in order to have excitement and connection, you create conflict. That's the only way that you can create intimacy in your relationship, is by creating conflict, create a fight so that you can have connection. A bit of a drama queen, right? Or immature outbursts, literally having tantrums. That's the drama queen. But guess what is underneath all of that is a woman that lacks confidence and self-love. And so she wants to be the center of attention. Now, I don't like putting down women. I'm saying all of this because I want you to see these patterns so that you can hold them in your own love and compassion and transform them, because it's only through that, you looking at the darker sides of your feminine and really looking at ways to transform them, that you're going to actually get on the other side of it and empower yourself. So let me go to the second one that I want to talk about the dark side of the feminine, is not honoring your sexuality as sacred. Your sexuality is sacred. Your female body is sacred. And it's up to you to really understand that. One of my teachers said, sexual energy is very sticky. And that has stuck with me all these years. And she probably only said it once, and I was like, wow, that's so true. And it's not sticky because it's messy. It can be messy too. There's nothing wrong with that. What she was talking about, the stickiness of it, is sexual energy is bonding. It's very bonding. There's literally, on the unseen level, which is the empowered feminine. She sees the unseen. She understands the stickiness, the bonding factor of sexuality. So, this idea of friends with benefits, I'm not here to be moral or, old-fashioned in any way, but when you really understand your own sexuality and you understand your sexual needs and you understand that that the female body needs to be cherished and honored, and if you don't get that, it depletes you. And so having sexual experiences that don't include the honoring of the sacredness of you, that don't make you feel more empowered, that don't make you feel like you matter, those are not good sexual experiences for you. And only you can tell what that is for you. But I am telling you, and we're going to get to the empowered side of the dark feminine in just a minute. When you don't give yourself sexual experiences that are empowering, ultimately empowering, you're disempowering yourself and you're not honoring your true feminine. And so what happens is, you see, we are the innies and the male body is the outie, right? And so when we have sex, we get imprints. And so the dark feminine, this expression of the dark feminine is why we have to understand that's how we lose ourselves in relationship. Because when we take on that imprint, we literally take on their karma and we take on their problems. And then we lose ourselves in relationship. Their problems become our problems, and our problems we don't even tend to. We don't matter anymore. Everything is about them. Are you familiar with that one? So that's a really hard one. That's the dark side of the dark feminine. It says the dark side of the dark feminine. We're going to talk in a minute about the light side of the dark feminine. The third one I want to talk about, which leads right into this, when you don't honor your sexuality, another thing you fall prey to is faking orgasms. There's a lot of sexual duty that happens in the bedroom, and it need not be so. And I want to encourage you never to fake another orgasm again. Because when you do that, you confuse your sexual response system. You're telling your body one thing. Your mind is telling your body one thing, but your body is telling you another. The wires get crossed. This is not a good thing for you. That is the dark side of the dark feminine. You see, your body was designed for pleasure, more so for your pleasure than to be an object of somebody else's pleasure. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. And ultimately, men, what their true desire is to be with a woman that is sexually open, loving, and uninhibited. That's a gift that we give to the world. And so when you stop faking orgasms and start experiencing true, authentic pleasure with your mate or your partner, whoever you're with, you are gifting them healing energy. Don't deny yourself or them that. So those are the three expressions that I just wanted to talk about and summarize on the dark side of the dark feminine, being a drama queen, not truly, fully honoring your sexuality as sacred and tending to it. And number three, faking orgasms. But now what I want to do is I want to talk about the power of the dark feminine. This is where we turn it around, ladies. This is where it becomes beautiful. So the power of the dark feminine is when you understand that we are birthing something new here, that we've been birthed into and brought up in a patriarchal rule. Well, astrologically, with the advent of this big global crash, this is the end of the patriarchy. And that's why it's so important for you to step into your power as a woman. And how you do that is you connect to your body. You connect your heart energy to your sexuality. That's how you access the power of your dark feminine. And the only reason why it is the dark feminine is because it's been oppressed, repressed, and and denied, because it's very powerful. So what is the powerful side of the dark feminine, or the light side of the dark feminine? Is your ability to go emotionally, sensually, and sexually very deep. And so in other words, like when I was talking about that fear that I was having, I felt it and I held it in my love. So to be able to go emotionally, sensually, and sexually deep, and hold it in love and compassion, so that when you touch your skin, you are not in your mind about it and judging your body. Instead, you're in your body. You're not in your head, you're in your body. And so this idea of being with your emotions, being with your sensuality, and being with your sexuality in a way that's expansive, because you've gone beyond the programming, the limiting programming that your body is shameful, or that your body is sinful, or that your body and your sexuality are naughty or nasty. And you've reclaimed it as sacred. This is a journey. This is a process, but it's an important one, and it's a very important one for you. So how do you do that? You create experiences, emotional, sensual, and sexual experiences that allow you to feel your expansiveness, that allow you to feel the divine moving through you. How do you do that? You bring heart energy into those experiences. You know how to set healthy boundaries for yourself. You know how to get out of your head and literally feel the wisdom and speak from your body. Lots of times it's not about asking for what you need, because your body asks for what you need. You go into the bedroom, and it's so funny, I'm sitting on my honey man's bed right now. You go into the bedroom and you let your body speak, and you start feeling good instead of thinking, am I looking good? This is the power of the dark feminine. It's a very healing force. This is the light side of the dark feminine. And it's a rite of passage that you literally need to take yourself through. It's really ultimately called sexual healing. Having sensual, sexual, and emotional experiences that are empowering, because they're held in love and compassion. So I have 2 links in this live. I hope you've really enjoyed what I've shared today, because it's actually touching me very deeply. I worked hard to get it to you in all this smoke, no electricity. I see some blue sky there, dark sky there. Your body is beautiful. Your sexuality is beautiful. You as a woman, you are beautiful. And the oppression, suppression, and repression needs to be cleared, just like the smoke needs to be cleared. So I want to ask you 3 things. Share this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with a girlfriend. Share it on your timeline. Number 2, read the article. And I have to go back and re-edit it some more, because I really, the dark side of the dark feminine, and then this light side of the dark feminine, is where we gain our power. And then the 3rd one is check out my course. There's a link there. Unlock your divine feminine power with love. And in that course, I'm running a special still for September. It's Sept Special, SEPT Special, and you get 25% off. In that course, I talk about receptivity, the importance of receptivity, the importance of pleasure, the importance of emotions and not emotionally walling off, and if you do, the armor that it creates. And then I give you 6 beautiful exercises to help you claim the sacredness of you, the sacredness of you, the sacredness of your body. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please, again, read the articles, check out the course. You get 25% off if you use the code SEPT, SEPT Special. I didn't write it in there. I'll put it on in the comment. SEPT Special, and you get 25% off. And check out the article. And it's just been an honor to have you here. Cindy, thank you for coming back again and listening in. This has been a very powerful week. We are in very powerful times. And these are times where we're really being called to look at our dark side and bring it to the light. And I'm here to help you every step of the way. All right. Have a beautiful day. See you next week. Oh, next week, what am I going to be talking about? How to feel better in these challenging times, how to deal with the dark side of your emotions. That's what I'm going to be talking about next week. So I hope to see you there. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.